What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. You are tuned into another episode on Champion Aesthetics, and today I just had to turn the camera on because I was in here doing yoga and I have a surprise for you guys. So if you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Also click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any videos. Let's get into the intro so we can get back to this news. Let's go. So I started off March with, I challenged myself in some way, shape, or form every single month. And so March is my month of yoga. It's to complete a 30-day yoga challenge. And I've done yoga before. I've done yoga plenty of times. It's something that I try to add it to my everyday routine, which it doesn't always work with an everyday routine, but I do consistently practice yoga. And with this 30-day challenge that I've been doing, I have been reconnecting with what makes me feel good about yoga, and it's about learning about my body and figuring out different ways that I can move and that I can stretch my body. And I can't even describe the feeling right now because I've just done something that I've never thought I could ever do, and I'm just like, I'm so excited. If only you knew how the morning went, just for that to be a result of me getting up early this morning, it is magnificent. And it just lets me know that the universe is working for me. The universe is here for me, and the universe is really guiding me through this journey of life. And I know you guys are so tired of me talking about blah, 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 blah. Bree, what did you do? I just completed a headstand for the first time in my life. I did a headstand, yes. I never even thought about attempting to do one because I didn't think that I could do it. And so today, I'm like, I had a client that was supposed to come in this morning. She ended up oversleeping. So I'm like, okay, I know that the universe still has me up this morning for a magnificent reason. So I opened my mind and I just became open to whatever possibilities and opportunities that came with me being up so early this morning. And so I was like, okay, well, let me make use of the time and go ahead and get my yoga practice in while the sun is rising. If you know, I love rising with the sun. So to be able to do yoga while the sun was rising with the light in the studio and everything, it was just perfect. So I'm like, okay. So I wanted something a little different, something out of what I've been doing for the past 10 days. And I came in the studio. I've been jamming this morning, listening to Funny How Time Flies by Janet Jackson and the Breakdown by Mariah Carey, Crazy Bone. And so I was just in a feel, I was just in a really good mood. I'm in here, I'm dancing, I'm moving around, and I'm like, there has to be some type of R&B yoga. Like, you can find anything on YouTube. They have to have R&B yoga, and which they did. And so the yoga instructor that I was practicing with, the yoga session was a little more intense than I anticipated. I was expecting to be grooving through, feeling the waves in my body and things like that. But the intensity of it, I think, distracted me from what it was that I was about to perform, because I'm listening to the instructions while I'm listening to, it was actually a Summer Walker R&B yoga session. So it was great, honestly. Well, I'm so glad I got to do it. And so she's telling us where to place our hands, and she said, and she's like, look at my body for instructions. So I see where her hands are. And then without looking back at the screen, I listened to the instructions because now I trusted what was about to come next because I was just listening to the instructions. So she says, lift, and I'm lifting, and out of nowhere, I'm like, wait a second, I'm doing a headstand. And at that moment when I snapped back into reality, I fell down, but I'm like, wow, I just did a headstand. That is crazy without even thinking. And the lesson that I think I just learned behind that is that once you're given something and once you're put on a path and once you've been guided, you no longer have to look at the screen. You no longer have to look back and second guess if what you're about to do is going to be the right thing, because once you completely let go and once you really tie in with the instructions and tie in with the voice and tie in with the purpose, you're going to go ahead and achieve something that you never even thought that you can do without thinking, just because you're following that voice, just because you're trusting in your purpose. And what that does is help you pick up different pieces to put into your life's bag. And I think that lesson that I learned this morning was just something great. It was something that I needed. It's something that I am glad that I was able to share. I hope everyone is having an awesome March. I hope you are accomplishing your goals. I hope that you are remaining strong and just remain victorious in the mind, and watch what that does to your present reality. I thank you all for tuning into this video. If you haven't already, make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one.